Who are you? The question seemed like such an innocent one, my eyes blinking as I stared across the darkness at a figure made of ink. I didn't know how I had gotten here, or where I was. Maybe this figure could help me.
You don't remember me?
I shook my head. No. Should I? Another innocent question. A small bit of familiarity tugged at my mind, but it was like the piece of the puzzle was gone, empty, missing. Why couldn't I remember? There had to be a reason. The figure seemed to slouch a bit in the shadows, and for a moment I felt guilty, sure I had hurt its feelings, until it began to laugh. Quietly at first, then louder and louder until it was echoing throughout the inky black space we occupied. Then suddenly, it stopped. The figure lifted its head, and I suddenly caught a glimpse of pie-cut eyes glinting at me maliciously from the darkness.
Nice try, Henry. But I know Joey set you up to this.
Joey. That was one piece of the puzzle I did have filled in. Wasn't he my partner from back in the day? We worked on animations together, although I couldn't exactly remember what animations. A frown tugged at my lips. Huh, that was odd. Shouldn't I be able to remember an important detail like that? I couldn't ponder the thought for long, though, as the figure started slowly moving towards me. A terrifying chuckle reverberated in its throat.
Real clever sending you here instead of coming to face me himself. He really thought of everything, didn't he? Even dragging you back into this place just to help him out. Thinking I'll listen to you just because we were friends back in the day. Old fool must really think I'm stupid to fall for it, though.
I felt the urge to step back, the sense of wrongness growing stronger in my chest with every passing second, but I couldn't bring myself to move, like I was rooted to the floor by some unknown force. Perhaps my own morbid curiosity. What are you talking about? Who are you? How do you know Joey? I questioned it loudly, trying to connect dots that continuously failed and fell apart within my mind. Something was wrong here. I was steadily growing more sure of that fact. Why were there so many gaps in my memory? Something just wasn't right here. The being let out a snort and rolled its eyes, seemingly irritated by my line of questioning.
Oh, drop the act, Henry. You ain't fooling no one here.
My heart began to pound in my chest as my head ached with confusion. An act? What did it mean by that? There must be something important I was missing here. My strange loss of memory. This creature's apparent anger towards me and Joey. It had to be connected. But how? No matter how hard I tried to make sense of it all, though, the puzzle pieces weren't matching, disaligning and rearranging in my mind like scattered ghosts that didn't quite fit, unable to find solace wherever they searched for it. I don't know how long I stood there for, blankly staring into the inky depths deep in thought. But when I blinked, just like that, the creature was in front of me, those cut-out eyes piercing my being behind dripping black liquid as that maniac grin never wavered. My next words died on my tongue as it looked up at me with a strange motion I can only describe as fear, betrayal. All at once I felt an odd feeling stir within my heart, and for a single instant, I wanted to grab the creature and run away as far away from this room as possible. Away from a face I couldn't see, obstructed and blurry in my patchy memory, but dangerous all the same. It was gone again in the same moment like a wisp of wind, but the feeling it left behind stayed with me as I came to a realization. This felt familiar. The figure of ink below me must be somehow telling the truth. If that was the case, though, then why was I having such a hard time placing where I'd seen it before? My hand slowly raised itself, acting on an instinct I didn't even know I had as the phantom urge to touch the being's head filled my mind. I wanted to comfort it, tell it that things were going to be okay, but I didn't know why. Please, I'm not acting. I don't understand what's going on here. How do I know you? What is this place? Why do you think Joey's out to get you? I asked again, pleading. I needed answers, and the only one who could give them was standing right here in front of me. Unfortunately, that was the wrong thing to say as a gut-wrenching pain suddenly shot through my body, causing me to gasp and stumble forward a bit. Looking down at my chest, I nearly screamed when I saw tendrils of what I could only assume to be solidified ink running through my chest, staining me with a crimson liquid of what I quickly realized to be my own blood. No sooner did this realization dawn on me did my head start to pound with a fierce and intense pain, causing me to choke as the strangled feeling spread throughout my body like a wildfire. Oh God, I was going to die here, at the hands of a creature I honestly could not remember having ever known in my life. It said Joey had sent me, but why? Why would he have requested me to walk through these doors? Did he know this thing would be waiting for me here? And if so, why would he so knowingly send me to my death? The creature impaled me further, forcing me to drop to my knees, and I gasped for breath as it stepped closer, its croissant-shaped head now equal height to mine, wearing a twisted grin on its all-too-jovial face.
Not putting much of a fight, are you, old man? Geez, the years really haven't been kind to ya. But then again, they haven't been nice to me either.
Honestly, what kind of a fool do you take me for? Did you really think I would fall for that little act of yours if you tried hard enough?
Please, I started, but the creature wasn't finished, lowering its voice almost disappointedly.
I thought we were friends, Henry. You may have been stupid back in the day, but you were no Joey. You actually cared about us. Now you're on his side, acting all innocent to try to get me to follow his orders, pretending like you don't remember what he did to me, to Alice, to Boris. Not cool, pal. I thought you were better than that.
I was trembling now, black spots filling my vision as it faded in and out. But the creature's words had sparked something inside me, a recognition. A single piece to that puzzle had slipped into place, albeit a bit too late. A small smile twitched on my face as I forced my leaking lungs to speak. Oh, of course. So that's where I've seen you before. My strength was caving in on me, but for some reason I had found a bit of solace in this cruel and undeserving death, having finally remembered who this mysterious ink stranger was. You're that old cartoon character Joey always liked talking about. The last thing I saw was the creature's smile disappear, and its eyes widening, before my world pitched to one side, and everything went cold and dark around me.